Hey yo, y'all, it is Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers on this microphone. Don't worry, this is not a long term thing. Wanted to test it out even more. I know in my previous video, and hopefully not in this video, had a little bit of buzzing sound, so if it bothers you, then I'm sorry. Still working the kinks out, but so far, it's not too bad for a recording phone microphone, right? Anyways, gonna be talking about the 49ers, seeing some news that happened with the team. Got a couple of them. Got Josh Dobbs signing with the 49ers as Brock Purdy's backup. You also got Chase Young, former 49ers defensive end, defensive lineman, going to the New Orleans Saints on a one-year deal. Also, 49ers losing draft picks and demoting draft picks. Yay. Always exciting, right? First one, let's talk about Josh coming to the 49ers, quarterback for the Cardinals and Vikings last year. Had a pretty good run for being a backup quarterback. There was actually talks maybe of him being the starter for the rest of the season for the Cardinals, but Kyler Murray came back and surprisingly he played pretty good when he came back. So much respect to Kyler, but Josh went on to get traded to the Vikings and now he's with us. It's funny because Sam Darnold from us last year is going to the Vikings this offseason, so best of luck to him. Josh, I'm hoping that he has a very good playing time with the 49ers as much as he can if he's going to be playing the field at all. You know, with the backup quarterback issues we've had before, hopefully Josh, if anything, hopefully nothing happens to Brock, but if anything happens to him, then he can fill in the shoes. I think he could do a pretty good job for a few games, and Brock could be the starter 100% of the time. That's what we're hoping for, right? But you always got to plan for the worst anytime if you're an NFL team, especially at the quarterback position. I think Josh is a very good insurance plan for this team. Next up, let's talk about Chase Young, New Orleans Saints, going on a one-year deal. A lot of you guys, when that Jacksonville game happened middle of the year, when they picked him up from Washington, everybody was excited, including myself, and he really exceeded expectations. And then after that, he had some on and off games. It was just very inconsistent. I think he played really well in the Super Bowl, but other than that, we had to see more consistency, and I think the 49ers, they just couldn't warrant paying him even more just based on the effort that he's a lack of thereof from his time in 2023. It's kind of weird because his buddy teammate Nick Bosa was there, so you'd expect to be motivated big time and be the best pass rushing duo, but most of the time it wasn't the case. It happened once in a while. A lot of times it didn't. Pretty disappointing. I mean, he's a really talented guy, but he sometimes can take plays off, which is not good in the NFL. That's how you not last in the NFL that long, is taking plays off and playing when you want to play. You want to play 100% of the time as much as possible, minus injuries and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, best of luck to him, but I thought it was a little bit disappointing in his time in San Francisco for the most part. So, yeah, one-year deal with the New Orleans Saints. 49ers losing a draft pick, I believe, in 2025, a fifth rounder, and the fourth rounder this year is getting demoted. I think that's how it is. If it's the other way around, then I apologize. I don't have the notes on me in particular. Apparently, it was some accounting error with money and stuff like that. Kind of weird, but hey, it is what it is. It is kind of a loss for the 49ers because they do find really good players in the draft with the late round picks from rounds 4 through 7 and undrafted players. So it is a bit of a loss for the 49ers in particular. Maybe if it's another team, not too big of a deal, but with the 49ers fighting great gems like Dre Greenlaw, Hufanga, all these other guys, I mean, it is a little bit of a loss. So, yeah, it is what it is, but the 49ers are just going to have to deal with it, and John Lynch and company, I trust that they can draft players really well no matter what. So, yep, that's pretty much it, you guys. Just wanted to talk about the 49ers a little bit more. A lot of new stuff. Exciting. Always nice to talk about the 49ers. The draft is coming up. I'm excited for that as well. Not really pertaining to the 49ers as much as other teams like the Bears, the Patriots, all those teams in the early rounds looking for a quarterback. But 49ers, they do draft 31st overall, and that's going to be a very long draft night in order to get to that point, right? Anyways, that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this, listening to this. It's always nice to hear back from you guys as always. Let me know what you guys think about all the moves from Josh Dobbs coming to the 49ers, Chase Young going to the Saints, losing draft picks, all that cool stuff. And I'll catch you guys up hopefully in the next day or two. Love you guys as always, and you guys have a good one.